So rest rhythm. Now, this discipline leads to repair. This discipline leads to repair. And what is repair? Repair, it's the process of healing. Repair is the process of healing. That means whatever the damage we do to our body, whatever the damage we do to our mind, that gets healed quickly. That means we use this instrument, we use this organism, there are wears and tears. In our day-to-day activity, we repair those things quickly just with a night deep sleep. So every night, we need to go deep into the unconscious so we can have a higher ratio of healing. And that's the way ventilator works. That's the way ICU works. Anytime there is an emergency, what do? With the help of those medicines, we force that person to sleep actually. Because when a person sleeps, what happens to the process of healing? Process of healing goes on the higher side. And it is highest in unconscious state. So in unconscious state of the mind, the process of healing is on its highest state. But the people who know how to meditate, they sleep consciously, isn't it? Because anytime you try and correlate the sleep with meditation, what is the difference? Meditation is conscious sleep and sleep is unconscious meditation. Sleep is unconscious meditation. So the process of healing goes on the higher side. For the process of healing, we require a particular ratio of free radical versus antioxidants. Our body, in its day-to-day activity, produces free radicals. Free radicals, active oxygen species, they are the terrorist in the body, and anything comes in their contact, they thrash that thing out. Why? Because chemically they are hyperactive. And they don't know what it is. So they thrashes everything because they are desperately in need of stabilization. And the chemical process they get involved in, that leads to the balance of electron in the outer shell, and they get stable. So ultimately everything is approaching what? Stability. So in their approach of stability, they thrash whatever comes in their way. And we know them as free radicals. So there is a ratio. Free radical versus antioxidants. So these are oxidants and these are antioxidants. Now, they are desperately in need of some electron to stabilize their outer shell. Antioxidants, they have some free electrons. Yes, they have some free electrons. So antioxidants give them the free electrons. By giving, they are not unstable, and by receiving, they get stable. So that means antioxidants neutralizes free radicals. Antioxidants neutralizes free radicals by giving an extra electron they have. It's all happening chemically. Now, the person who's able to heal himself or herself quickly, that means antioxidants, they are in the higher side in comparison to free radicals they form. A person's, anytime we talk about a greater immunity, anytime we talk about that this person is strong enough, and the changes in weather condition and all those things makes no impact over this person, that means what? The person is having higher amounts of antioxidants in comparison to free radicals. What is the source of antioxidants? Yes. So most of the time when we think of the source of antioxidants, we talk about vitamin C and vitamin E. These are the very potent antioxidants. So anytime we think of a citrus fruit, anytime we think of oranges, anytime we think of apple, anytime we think of all those things actually, and we say apple a day keeps doctor away because it supplies rich amounts of antioxidants to us. So it seems like we are dependent upon a diet. We are dependent upon a diet for us to be healthy. That's good. That's one way. But think about a person not able to absorb the nutrients out of meal due to lack of proper digestion. For sure, some amount goes there. But I know people, they eat all sorts of good and nutritious food. But even then, they're not healthy, they're sick. And the levels of energy, they're always down. So it's not all about what you eat. It's all about, are you able to digest it or not? So vitamin C and E, for sure, they come from outside. But as I've said, this is one of the most sophisticated walking laboratory on Earth planet. That means this body in its own is able to produce antioxidants. Only if there is a discipline maintained by the owner. So if I wake up every morning at the same time, if I practice the physical things in the name of exercises and all those things, if I know how to regulate my body, breath, and mind, if I'm a disciplined personality, naturally I form antioxidants within my cell. Yes.
There's been a lot of experiments with placebo and people who heal themselves. Medicine.
Yes.
Is it a similar effect happening?
I think it seems like we haven't understood the placebo effect yet. We need to go, yes. The thing is, like, efficacy of the treatment depends upon how well I understand that treatment. If I understand that treatment pretty well, that leads to the higher efficacy of that treatment. If I don't understand what is happening with me in the moment of treatment, there is a possibility for me to not to have the benefits, even with the best of the treatments. So what happens that if you live a life which is a disciplined life, your cell starts producing, and again, I'm not just giving an idea which comes from the books of mythology in India. No, I'm talking on behalf of some research paper. So there are already researches being done over it, and they found with the group of volunteers that if you live a life in a particular manner, something happens. So the cell starts producing some of the very potent antioxidants, and one of them is known to us as glutathione. So our cell produces glutathione. Now what is this? I would say an antioxidant produced by our own body, our own cell. And then I was reading some other research paper and I found out that some of the scientists, they're working with artificially synthesized glutathione in their laboratory to fight against cancer. Oh my God. That means we need to synthesize the glutathione artificially because it acts magically against cancer. So is it really possible that the cell is producing glutathione and experiences cancer? I would say no, because this is inversely proportional to each other. If the cell is able to produce glutathione, no possibility for the cancer. And if there is cancer, that means for sure there is no glutathione. So cancer is what? It's a symptom that the person has not lived a disciplined life for so long. I'm not saying that yoga can cure cancer. There are people, they claim it. But if you're healthy, you can stay healthy. If you're healthy in the moment and you have recognized that you're feeling good and you're healthy in the moment, just preserve it, because this is very important. Once we lose it, it's too much to gain it back. So if you're experiencing the health in the moment, please preserve it. Please. And then there is another one. There's another antioxidant which is called as superoxide dismutase. So these are the chemicals. So like yesterday when I was talking about waking up early produces DMT. When the DMT is produced, and on behalf of that DMT, you are living more of a disciplined life, what happens? That these chemical comes in your body. So glutathione and superoxide dismutase, they are very powerful antioxidants and they can neutralize the free radicals very easily. That means the process of healing goes on the higher side. We do the repair on regular basis and feel free and light. So when we say, hey, it seems like I'm practicing yoga for last few months and I feel light in my body. It seems like my body weight is reduced. It says, machine says the same 74 kg, but it feels light. It feels light because now I'm not dragging myself. I have started carrying myself gracefully.